Hey Pixel Enemy, my name's Ross and thank you for joining me on this quick tips video on playing Capture the Flag. For those new, obviously getting it today on Xbox or PC, you may be a bit unsure as to exactly what to do. I know I was when I started playing it last week on the PS3, so here's a few little pointers. Now the first point I wanted to make or bring up was that obviously the name of the game is Capture the Flag, so you want to be capturing your enemy's flag. But the thing that's important to remember is you can't score a point if your flag's not on your base. So as important as it is to catch the enemy's flag, you do need to also defend your own flag. So I start off by putting a few mines down here where I thought the most likely places the enemies were going to attack. Also saw that helicopter up there and had a bit of a pot shot. That one didn't work out. Now if you're running engineer, the missile launch you want to carry is up to you. They're all effective basically. If you want to run the small then there's tracked vehicles and stuff and dirt bikes. The javelin's good for the dirt bikes as well. And you see, we've been playing for what, under a minute, and we've already someone trying to get our flag. Now I'm lucky enough that I get this guy. But also looking on the minimap, there's me and one guy on my squad defending the flag, which means the 10 other players on our squad, on our side rather, have all lagged it up to capture the flag. So if we're all up at trying to capture their flag, there's no one defending ours. Now thankfully me and this guy did alright here. This clip continues a little bit because I just thought I'd do a bit of defending. Then I realised one of our guys is bringing the flag back, which obviously we wouldn't have been able to score had that guy gotten away with our own flag. But there we are, we're 1-0 up in just about 1 minute. Not to say that this is the perfect way to approach a game, but it's been working for me recently. So I'm up on this little gantry thing, having a look around. Again, most of the people spawn in our area get on a bike and then go off and try and capture the flag. So I get a vehicle disabled and think, what the hell? I remembered I put some mines down there, turn around, that guy should really have killed me there. And he should really have spotted me here, to be honest. I don't know why he didn't spot me. I was quite lucky there. I think my aim was just a bit better than his and we were both rubbish. So I get this guy, in what, less than 2 minutes, I've had a vehicle disabled, I've had a few kills, and I've stopped him capturing the flag. Now we move on to the abandoned flats. I don't know why I went to look at that car, but I did. Again, this is just to illustrate that defending the flag is just as important, in my opinion, as it is to attack your opponent's flag. You've got to bear in mind that there is no safe area in your spawn area, for want of a better word. The enemy can spawn, if they've got a spawn beacon down, they can spawn anywhere. So this match is only a few seconds old. There's a couple of guys putting mines down, but no one really sticks around to help defend. So I'm just having a look around, see what I can see. Getting up a bit higher does make it easier to try and spot a few targets. That medkit was for my own use. There we go, under a minute and that guy's already got in and tried nicking our flag. Again, we can't score if they've got our flag. So I think there's a guy on my left there just loosing off a couple of rockets at that helicopter. So I'm just trying to keep my eyes open. You've got to look behind you on this one. Like I say, there is no area really where the enemy you can go, the enemy can't. So I can see this dirt bike coming up on the right hand side now, so I'll try and spot him. And to be honest, this guy was a little bit silly. I personally would have got a bit closer on the bike, but anyway, he jumps off, and happened to jump right into my firing sights there. So that's another one I've already killed. And there's a couple more. This clip goes on a little bit longer. Someone's put mines down there just on my right as I was running up these stairs. And then I did spot one guy on our side. I don't really know what he was aiming at, but I came up here to have a look around and I didn't actually notice that tank at first. So I've got a tank just behind the water tower that I'm hiding behind and another guy coming up on his bike. Again, it's the temptation is when you first play this to go and get their flag, and I think it's really exciting, but the action can be just as exciting and intense at defending your own flag. Now that tank's just blown up that water tower, so thankfully I'm hiding behind something a little bit more substantial. I need a bit of health because he nearly killed me, that tank. So again, I'm trying to get here somewhere I can defend our flag, and I didn't even see that guy coming. So I missed the fact that he had already run off with the flag, and his mate got shot there, and even though I was trying to kill him after he was already dead. So I get on the bike to go and chase our flag. As I'm coming down, I just see another bike going past me, so I think, right, I'll chase him instead, but he runs over all those mines that were there. So now I get after our own flag. Again, remembering, I shouldn't really have, I don't know, I was in two minds about stopping to revive this guy. Because the downside was it meant that guy could get away from me. Unfortunately this time I didn't actually get him. I get taken out before I can catch him. But again, you know, this is just to illustrate. Oh, definitely on this, as if you're defending from the top of the hill, top of the map rather, definitely worth a few mines down on this embankment. But again, you know, there's 3 guys here all attacking our flag, and I'm quite lucky that this guy happened to stay quite still, so I could shoot him. But you can see plenty of mines knocking around, and there's a guy coming up here now to attack us. One word of warning: people do like to run you over with the dirt bikes, which is why this guy kind of can tell I'm trying to shoot him, so he decided to turn around and be a clever dick and try and run me over. And thankfully this time I did manage to dodge out of his way, and he was kind enough to jump off his bike miles away now. I don't know why he jumped off all the way down here, but he did, so I could just reload my gun and take my time and line my shot up and take him out. Again, you can moving on, and this is just to prove that there is no how far I'm spawning onto the enemy's flag, and I'm miles behind it, and you know, I can just spawn wherever I want. If someone gets a spawn beacon down, you can spawn right behind the enemy, and they're none the wiser. So I think they've just scored now. So I think, right, it's time to get our flag. So I'll just scoot down here, aim very badly at this guy, but I do eventually take him out. So I do decide to get their flag, not noticing the tank that's there of theirs. Jump on this bike and away I go. This is another tip I wanted to bring up. It's in my experience anyway, it's important to try and stay off the beaten track as much as you can when you're doing a runner with a flag. Roads and the more obvious paths are usually quite heavily mined. You can't really do much about javelins, which I have been hit by a few times when I've been doing a runner with a flag. I've been taken out by javelins. I'm not sure if that was a javelin or some other sort of rocket that was aimed at me then. But this is just to illustrate the fact that, you know, we don't have our flag in our base. Our flag's outfield, which I didn't realise at the time. By the way, I make an effort to zoom back here with our flag, thinking, yeah, we're going to score a point here, fantastic. So I'm thinking, right, nice one, here we go, laughing, going to get an easy point, because we're already 2 down. I'm thinking, hang on, why is it not scoring? And then I didn't realise that sign there saying, you know, we must have our own flag in our base before we can score a point. And our flag appears to be halfway up the map over on my right there. So I'm sort of lingering back, hoping someone on my team is actually going to recapture our flag. Well, there's not really much you can do. I should really have gone to hide a bit more than sat out in the open, because I didn't realise the guy on the mini-map just shot me, and that was that. This is to prove my point about staying off the beaten track now. This is on the Kazar Railroad, thinking, right, nice one, got the flag. I'm looking on the mini-map more than anything for some sort of transport, then I see there's a bike on the mini-map, think, right, nice one, jump on this bike, scoot around the corner and away I go. Didn't actually realise I passed the guy right there behind, just in front of me. There was a guy there, didn't see him at the time. So I'm staying off the beaten track as much as I can to avoid mines, and then I ignore my own advice and end up going on a road. I have to confess, I didn't think this road in particular would be mined, but as you'll see in a minute, it was. So you know, proving my own point that you should stay off the beaten track as much as you can, and there we go, boom. I happened to go in a somewhat obvious escape route. Here's me using mines for self-defence, kind of playing chicken if you will. So you put a few mines down, I turn around, this guy's trying to run me over, and there you go, he got killed by my mine. Again, this is another one where I was going a bit further forward this time, because I think most of the action was going on at their flag rather than our own. So I decided to get a few mines down, and then I'm trying to dodge this guy who tries to run me over in a minute. That's one of the banes of being on foot compared with and having dirt bikes in the map. You get run over a lot. People trying to run you over constantly with a dirt bike, but as you'll see, this guy fails quite badly here. He does unfortunately take me out, but there you go. So a few tips there, guys. Remember to defend your own flag. You know, your flag is as important as having their flag, because you can't score without it. Try and stay off the beaten track if you are doing a run on a dirt bike, and you can play chicken with other people. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and stay tuned for more Pixel Enemy content.